It is a very hot day out there. It is definitely feeling like summer out there. It's a hot one. I'm already seeing end of summer sales, which I feel like summer just began, so I'm already sad about that. I think it's mainly just because so much has been going on in my life lately. I feel like I haven't been able to actually sit down and relax, but also fully take in summer and do all the fun summer things. I am so thirsty. I've just been running around. Oh, Nemo's stuck in the bed. Give me one sec. Phoebe, you can't get out that way. I really need a cold drink and a little bit of a pick-me-up. I've been drinking this. I actually like when you buy the carton of it. I like the way it tastes better, but I already got these, so might as well use them. I hope I have enough water here. I don't. You'll see in next week's video, but my goals for August are to focus on me, myself, and I, and do everything that I want to do and just kind of get back in the swing of things, figure out all my routines. But that's enough of next week's video. Today, I want to recap and talk about Montreal. Matt and I just got back and it was such a good trip. It was typical of us. When we're on a vacation, as much as I always say, I just want to chill and do nothing, we do that for maybe a day or an afternoon. But when we have time off, we like to pack our days full of things, which is great. But when we come back from vacation, sometimes we need to just relax. That was our Sunday. I have some things that we need to do, and now that we're back in Toronto, we are in the new place. It's time to make this place a home. So when Matt and I were on vacation, one of my plants got a little sassy with me and decided to wilt away and play dead. So when I got home, I thought that my beautiful plant had died on me. I definitely gave it enough water. I think where I went wrong was I left it outside on the balcony accidentally. I meant to bring it inside, but with the move and with everything going on, I completely forgot it on the balcony, and I think it just got maybe, possibly, definitely a little bit too much sun. It wilted and I thought it had died. I almost teared up. I was so sad I thought it had died. I've been nursing it back to life. I've been meaning to repot this plant since we live in our old apartment because of everything going on, but that is no longer an excuse. So I thought that today what I would do is do a Montreal recap while I pot my plants. But before doing that, I needed to get these bad boys. I also stopped off at Marshall's, but I did find this. I thought this would be great, all vitamins and all that stuff together. So I found that, and then I also got this. Did I need this? No, I did not need this. But one of the things that I am most excited for is decorating. This I think will be so cute come fall. It is still summer. I'm not ready to get rid of summer yet, so I'm going to put this away until I decide to decorate for fall. So again, did not need it, just wanted it. Okay, let's get to repotting and catch up about Montreal. I'm notorious for buying things that are a different size than I was anticipating. Mostly because I don't read the dimensions, and even when I do, I don't actually understand them. So I had no idea that this was as big as it is. Right, Nemo? Where do I start? Matt is actually originally from Montreal. We're really lucky we get to stay with family. It's nice too because Matt just gets to show me around Montreal. He knows all the good restaurants and all that fun stuff. He knows where he's going. So this was actually the first time that I've been to Montreal since before the pandemic. So we left on a Saturday. We took the train. We also left in the afternoon. We did our packing the day of. The train ride was really smooth and a nice trip with lots of scenery to look at out the window. I pretty much just read my book the entire time and Matt watched Westerns. We honestly have been so just go, go, go for so long, and we haven't had any time to do nothing. So day one, we decided that's exactly what we're going to do. Our first day, we decided to just chill, hang out. We got breakfast with Matt's mom. We had a do nothing and stay inside kind of day. It was kind of perfect. It was exactly what I think both of us really needed. We also used that day to do a little bit of running around that we needed to do. So we got ourselves cats. They're behind me and fighting. We got ourselves a week-long Metro pass so that we could ride on the transit all week. Day two, we started strong. We went to the Atwater Market, which was a lot of fun. Smells good. I absolutely adore markets. I love going to markets so much. Oh my God, I bet those pickles are delicious. I'm watching them right now cut the meat. Fresh fruit, fresh veggies, and lots of meat and cheese.
You're bad. No, you're fucking no.
After that, Matt took me to Chinatown, which was a new place that I'd never actually been to before on any of the other trips.
They're still fighting.
I was really excited for that. Got bubble tea and found this really cute bakery that we both really loved. A lot of really delicious things that we had never tried before and never seen before, so got to try some new things. Hello. Debit, please. Thank you. We then went to the mall and I did a little bit of shopping. Day 3 was a rainy day. Because it was raining, we didn't want to do a lot of things that were outdoors. So we went to go see a movie and we went to go see Joyride. It was a lot of fun. It was actually a really funny movie. It's a comedy that actually felt like a comedy, which I feel like it's been so long since I've seen like a real comedy that it feels like a comedy, and it was a really good time. After our movie, we were hungry, so we decided to go to Schwartz, which is a famous smoked meat restaurant, and they have the best smoked meat like ever. It's so delicious. They also have the best pickles ever. It was like the perfect pickle. If you like pickles, go to Schwartz. After that, we decided to turn in early and just have some more family time. Day 4 was our busy day. we had gorgeous weather. So we decided to go to St. Helens Island. St. Helens Island has the biosphere. There's also a pool. There's also just a lot of trails to hike. So Matt and I decided, since it was so hot, we went to the pool. After that, we hiked a trail and just took in the beautiful scenery. After that, we went to the Old Port for Poutine Fest. Unfortunately though, when we got there for Poutine Fest, it actually started the next day. We were a day early, so we just did a little bit of sightseeing instead. But it was fine. We were both starving. We decided that we were in Old Port. There were tons of restaurants around there. We found an Italian restaurant and we had some of the best, and I mean best, pasta that I've ever had. There was a man across the street singing live music. The food was delicious and the atmosphere. It ended up being one of my favorite things that we did on the trip. Unfortunately, we couldn't explore the Old Port because we had tickets to go see, just for laughs, the Nasty Show. I have never been to Just for Laughs, neither had Matt. This was the first time both of us had ever been. We ended up seeing 2 shows and they were both a lot of fun. The comedians were super funny and it was a great time. We also had great seats. We chose not to sit front row because we didn't want to be picked on. Day 6, we decided to go back to the Old Port because we're not gonna miss Poutine Fest. We got our fill of poutine. We got some delicious poutines. They were way more filling than we thought. We actually had planned on getting 2 poutines each. Once we were both about halfway done our poutines, we were like, that's not happening. After that, we decided to explore the Old Port. The Old Port is one of my favorite parts of Montreal. It honestly doesn't even feel like you're in Canada. It feels like you're somewhere in Europe. It has so many beautiful old buildings and it's right by the water, and I loved just walking around and taking in the scenery. Definitely. It's so beautiful. After that, we headed over to go see our very first film of Fantasia Film Festival.
Was your Frankenstein movie, and now your werewolf movie. You obviously someone who has great respect for classic horror literature and classic horror films, but it's a very contemporary. All these films are very contemporary. The one thing that I thought was interesting was Habit was a New York City movie. Depraved was a Brooklyn movie. This is upstate. Why not a werewolf in Manhattan or a werewolf in Queens?
Why indeed? Let's do that next.
Okay, isn't this so cute? I love it. Let me turn it around. This is where more of the leaves are. It's so pretty. Can you see? It's like pink. I love it. This one looks the same because I didn't change the pot. I just changed the soil. I had to move. I'm done repotting my plants and I didn't want to sit on the floor anymore, so I've moved to the couch, but we're almost done here anyways. Day 6. We went to another market and this one was further away from downtown, but it was a beautiful market. There was fresh pasta, and as soon as you walked into the market, you could smell all the fresh fruit and vegetables. So many beautiful plants and flowers. I wanted to bring some home. Can't really bring plants on a train, so sadly had to leave them at that market. After the market, we went back to the old port because we were determined to get our second poutines. We went back to Poutine Fest. Honestly, it was delicious. But after our yummy poutines, we then went to our second day of Fantasia Film Festival, which was also our last day of Fantasia Film Festival, unfortunately. But our first film was called Apocalypse Clown, which was very unique. We unfortunately couldn't stay for the Q&A after because we had another film we needed to get to, and our second film of the day was Vince Must Die. And that brings us to day 7. We again got late train tickets. It wasn't a full day in Montreal, but we still had time to do a couple of things and then go home. We headed downtown and we got breakfast at our favorite breakfast place in Montreal. It's a spot that we always stop at whenever we're in Montreal. It's definitely my favorite place to go. We stopped off at Krispy Kreme to get Krispy Kreme donuts, which were delicious, by the way. Unfortunately, we had to pack up everything and get ready to go. I left Montreal realizing that, one, Matt and I need to go to more markets, also more comedy shows. Personally, I need to learn French. It's kind of embarrassing. So pretty much Matt and I had a really good trip, and as much as it did go by really fast, I'm also happy and excited to be back and just kind of get back in the swing of my life here. That is my Montreal trip recap. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Thank you for being a part of it. I appreciate you more than words can even explain, but I hope you enjoyed and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.